Hey folks, it's Lauren from Snowy's here today with the Kikas portable vacuum cleaner. It looks pretty nifty, doesn't it? It's got a very nice sort of sleek design here. It weighs just under 750 grams. It is USB-C rechargeable and a cable does come with it. I'll show you that in a minute. It's a really nifty little vacuum to have in your camp kit, either to clean out the back of your car quickly and easily, maybe if you've got a beach trip to get rid of some sand, even run it through the bottom of the tent or underneath your mattress, potentially even over your camping chairs and things like that if they're a little bit extra dirty and things like that. I'm going to get a foot mat, a very dirty foot mat I should say, from the inside of my car here to demonstrate some of this suction power. So I'll chuck that down there like so. Now, it does also come with, I mentioned before that it comes with this USB-C charging cable. It does also come with a two-in-one vacuum head here. It's got a button on the underside and you just push that in and that makes your little brush nozzle come out there. So that just literally, you can see it slots in like so, so that gives you a bit of extra length if you want to get down, you know, in between your car seats and all that stuff. It's a classic vacuum cleaner addition there, but you can also use the vacuum just straight up like this as it is. It also comes in this storage bag, which is a bit of a sort of, it's got like a silkier lining inside, or a polyester lining inside, but the outer is like a recycled sort of paper storage bag almost. We get a lot of questions on this with people thinking that potentially they've got to use vacuum cleaner because it's so crinkly. You haven't. If your bag comes like this, you haven't. It's just the nature of that material. It's got like a very sort of papery, crinkly finish to it. So the vacuum itself runs at about 15,000 PA or 1.5 kPa. It does have a 2,500 milliamp battery on board, so it takes around about 3 hours to charge, and it will run for around about 24 minutes in total. Not a huge amount of time compared to obviously your domestic vacuum cleaners and stuff, but definitely more than enough to get you through packing up with camping. Hold up, to make sure you don't miss any of our awesome content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get back to it. So the USB-C cable that it comes with is USB-C on the appliance end and the USB-A on your power source end. And this is a 5-volt charging cable. I think it maxes out at 2 amps and maximum 10 watts of charging there. It has dimensions of around about 40 centimeters by about 6 centimeters this way and about 7 centimeters this way. So roughly about 6 or 7 centimeters in diameter. And it's made from quite a hard plastic, but it's got a sort of nice matte finish on there, which is a bit of a slight rubber coating, which allows, when you grip it, it feels quite grippy and soft. It doesn't feel slippery at all. So it's a very simple and quick operation. So we've got just one single touch here to get the vacuum cleaner going. And then you've also got a second touch, which will put it onto the high mode. So I'm gonna, and then obviously press again to turn it off. Now, I'm not sure if you can see here, I'll see if the camera can pick it up, but when we turn it on, it does have a light that indicates that power function, and that will come on also when you're charging the unit. So I've just got it running on low, and I'll just go across the mat here so you can see how powerful that sort of low suction is. So it's getting some of the larger chunks, not picking up the sand as readily. And I'm just running the vacuum cleaner very lightly over over my floor mat here. I'm not pressing down hard or anything like so. I'm just gonna press the button again. We'll go up to the next mode. It's a bit higher. And I can feel the suction on there is definitely increased. So it's picking up a lot more sand on the second level, or the higher level, than it did on the low level. Especially if you're sort of rubbing it along the carpet and the flicking of the carpet fibers is lifting the sand up. It's definitely sucking a fair amount up there. So if I'm just going to turn it off and I'm going to attach the add this attachment on, which obviously increases the overall length of the vacuum cleaner as well. So on this little bit here that's still quite grubby, I'm going to test it out and see how the efficiency is affected by the increased length. So not as powerful with the increased length here, but it is still sucking up a bit of stuff. Just obviously it's not going to be getting a whole heap out like you would expect again from a commercial vacuum cleaner, but it is doing the trick mostly on the longer sections. I would though suggest that you do vacuum without that extension on it wherever possible, because that's going to give you a much more powerful suction on the vacuum cleaner there, like so. So on the side here, you can see there is a bit of a clear plastic section here, which is an indicator to suggest how full the vacuum is. Now it's clear on the bottom here and it's a bit not obviously brown on the top, which is just a dust collection. So I don't think it's actually that full. To open it up and check, we're just going to press this button on the top here and tilt and release that bottom section out. Just going to tip all of the stuff I've just vacuumed off back onto my mat. And so you can see on the inside here, like if I get the angle right, down into the bottom of that cavity there. So we've got quite a fair bit of stuff in there. I'm just going to tip it out onto my hand to give you a bit of an indication of. So that's what we've got sucked out of the mat just from that first little vacuum there for a couple of minutes. So it's obviously picking up a fair bit of stuff. The actual capacity of the vacuum cleaner in this section here is about 150 mils as well, and that's up to the max line. So obviously, you know, you'd probably double that to about 300 mils for the entire section of the cylinder there, but just up to that max line is about 150 mils. It also has this little dust filter that you would have seen before when I opened it up. Now it's got this stainless steel dust catcher on the outside to stop any large bits of debris from making its way through into the filter, and you've got your lock and unlock there for when you're putting it on and off the end of the vacuum. But on the inside you can see as well there's got a HEPA or HEPA filter. Now this little filter cap here and dust filter cap is fully washable, so you don't need to replace them. It's just every now and then give it a wash out until your water runs clear and then set it aside to dry fully. But as you can see, I'm just handling this filter here, and as you can see from my fingers, even though what I tipped out from the little storage barrel there, what didn't seem like a huge amount, it was only maybe a tablespoon of stuff, filtering this dust cover shows that there's quite a lot of very fine dust that the filter has caught and trapped and sucked out of the carpet. And also, I'm not sure if the camera caught it before, but when I sort of shook it off, or you can see actually if I'm shaking it, there's clouds of dust that's coming out of that that filter like so. So it's obviously sucking up a fair amount of stuff. So just putting the filter back in, lining it up and twisting it till it locks in place, and then clicking our little canister back on like so. And that's about it for the Kick-Ass portable vacuum cleaner. It's a really nifty little unit. The power and functionality for it, I guess, with it being so lightweight and portable, makes it an awesome little addition to your cam kit. Potentially even just to use around the house as well if you don't already have something like a Dyson stick vac and you don't always want to get your massive big vacuum cleaner out. You can get this at snowies.com.au at our low prices every day.